And yes, I do see those two things. Oh shit, I didn't know that that was not on the right layer. I'm just gonna erase this part. I need to get a custom eraser. I'm not a huge fan of this eraser. I need... Yeah, I need to fix that streak. I put up with it for too long. But I need the flat color, so I gotta take all of these things off and get the right colors to fix this, and the right brush. I color with color block. Again, got it off Pinterest. Not quite sure. Don't know why the opacity's so low. Has it been low on everything? No wonder. Last night I was at this event that they have every Tuesday. Um, it's like a social thing at the Derek Gorez Gallery, or like Rocky Water Mercantile art shop here in Florida, and that's where I was working on this, and I got very confused. Also, I realized I misspelled condemn because I was going for like the demon thing with him, and I thought it'd be funny, but I misspelled it, and now I can't really fix it with it looking correct. It always looks off. This is one of the first times I'm actually drawing in front of an audience. It kind of makes me uncomfortable with people looking at my art, especially if they like went to art school and you know it feels intimidating, you know? Even if I'm confident in where I'm at, especially for my circumstances, it still feels like I could be doing so much better. Um, and the way I grew up, accepting criticism was really difficult. So my stream still won't play on my phone. It's so weird. Um, but I can still see the chat, I think. I probably need to get my partner to moderate at some point. Huh. I am thinking that this is gonna kind of be towards like sunset, uh, like I said. So I'm wondering if I want to add like any kind of stars in the background, just kind of like faintly. Let's see. Perfect blend brush. I feel like this is the best blend you're gonna get in this program. I used to use the blur for blend. I would never really use smudge unless I was going for that specific effect. I do want this. Just gonna go over that. I will color in the wire and stuff. There's things that I forgot to color in. I don't think I actually finished flat colors, damn it. But I was eager to get like the shading over with. Let me just go back down here and finish every flat color. didn't know if I could get that because it was so small. Um, I know it was like a darker color. That should be good enough. More on a brush. I'm so hungry. I woke up and immediately did this without really thinking about getting anything to eat. I'm just dumb like that. My phone went to sleep again. I know in the reference picture, this alien has like, her name's Mooncake, I think. Anyways, she has like black eyes, like that soulless black look, but it comes off too harsh to me, like when I put it into my drawing. Maybe it's just like the shape and the look, but I'm going for like a softer grayish tone, which would also be good for the wires. Wrong color. Let me check chat for a second. I think there is a dock that comes out. Oh, there is. I'm wondering if I can get this on my other screen. It is not looking like I am able to do that while I'm drawing. I'm gonna have to do that. Oh, that doesn't affect y'all. If I do that, right? I can't tell if it does or not. OBS is saying that it does. It does. Never mind. I fixed it. My bad, y'all. I was just trying to find a way to see the chat. This is my first time. Please be gentle. Other than this, I have to. Let's see. I need to organize the hallway closet again. And I'm supposed to sketch a tattoo commission and send it to the client today. And I need to finish designing these shirts for this local company. I'm not sure if I'm going to color in the music notes. I know I'm going to end up erasing that little part that interferes, or it's going to go over the wire right there. because it's gonna have a sort of effect like the lightning is. It's gonna be something I do at the end on top because it's gonna have like a glow effect that pops out of the screen in a way. Um, I have an idea for this lighting that we're trying to do. Um, some of this kind of like peeking through. And I'm going to take my trusty blend. Oh, that was not the right brush. But whatever. Sometimes it happens. And I do want more of a sharpened look on these. But I feel like I'm going to have to do this a couple times. And I might just need to use the blur tool. If I can get it enough to look like that. A little bit of sunbeam. I think it's too red. Let me go back and pick a little orange tone. Do this again. And blur. I always forget that that has different brushes. I'll probably do more with this idea later. Like at the end, like I said, we'll do. Did I not put any light over here on her? It's not really looking like I did. Let me know if y'all have seen this contest. Because actually my mutual on TikTok posted this. And they were celebrating 1,000 followers, but when I looked, they had 3,000. It was crazy. I will need another overlay down here, I think. Sometimes overlay looks better, and sometimes soft light looks better on it, so we'll see. But, I think I'm gonna finish this kind of lighting, even though sometimes I really need the dark shadows in here to make a difference. Kind of help me shade everything. I also we can see some of what I did earlier. I do have another brush for the hair, another curly hair brush. I will most likely end up trying that. But if I don't like how that looks, because it's more like a textured painted look, I'm gonna go with just the flat colors like this and like cel shade it, like I do sometimes. I was hoping for my second webtoon story, because I already have 4 stories that I want to tell, but it just takes a lot of time. But for my second one, I really wanted it to have a painterly style. Um, Not the first one, the sci-fi thing I'm doing right now. I wanted it to just have like a cel shaded sort of look. I wanted it to kind of be like my old art style, I guess. But I'm doing it a little too late because now my art style is not that exactly anymore. And I've wanted to do this for 4 years, but I'm disabled. I have a lot of medical complications and just time, I guess, and fear because I had tried to start this once before, but I posted one episode on Webtoon and all the comments were really mean. Which, looking back, I mean, it's valid. It was not a good, like, the artwork was not good. It was short and the story was confusing because I couldn't really tell it right. But now I have more confidence in my work. I have more people supporting me, and I'm ready to do this. So, you know what? Sometimes waiting is good. And I'm just not sure which style I should stick to. Um, because I think the second style looks better, like on the part two. But the first style is more of what I was envisioning. It was like in my vision from day one. And I think that's why I'm more proud of that. And this time I was a little iffy when I uploaded the thing, but I wanted to stay on track and just do it. And I do feel good about just getting it out there. But when I get it printed into a comic book, I want it to look cohesive. Um, so right now, I really need to make that decision on, what style to go with, because I can always redo that one part, or like just one part looks weird, I guess. Also, I've had such a hard time drawing these guitar strings. I just kind of gave up after the third try. I'll like fix it later. Right now, I'm just kind of adding some definition to things. Um, it'll get more complex as it goes on. I have a lot of the layers of things, especially when there's kind of like two different light sources in my vision here. So there's like the sunlight coming through the clouds, which I'll draw um, in the background, and then there's the lightning. So there's going to be two different light sources and two different types of shadings. So it's going to get weird. And it probably won't look good, but you know what? You gotta see it through. You can't just stop. Water break for a second. There's a lot of wrinkles on here. I probably need to lower the size of my brush and zoom in a bit more to get better details. So we've got one light source coming from the top, and we have another one coming from this way. This one is going to create harsher shadows, I think, and this one's going to create softer ones. So for the overlay one, I kind of want to just do the lightning shading. So let me just start over because I know to do this. For anyone that's wondering, this character belongs to Moonsceeper, and this is their contest. No, I do not own these cute characters. I'm just working on this contest piece, so am I, because I think it's going really well. I was going to work on one of my comic pages, but, let me see. It's back here. I was going to work on this comic page, but, I don't know, the direction for that's a little weird. I'm not really sure if I'm doing it right, I guess. But I kind of wanted to show off more of the culture and the life of what it looks like on Estonia. As you can see, there's a lot of natural formations, and people. I really wanted to show like the connection like of love right there at the top left, and then like how their society is modernized. Like there is like this bridge and there's a bunch of people driving across it, but they also keep a lot of natural stuff and like do ice harvesting like this is. Um, like how they do in Frozen. But, and again, they're modernized, so there's like neon signs, but they also have houses, um, like that the natural formations down at the left. Um, I typically find it easier to read. Um, there's something like that that kind of expands into the, the culture and everything. I'm tired. It's my fault though. I stayed up until like 2 a.m. last night. I don't like drawing lips. Lips are weird. So I typically just don't. Which my style is more cartoon anyway. Which I mean, I recently got turned down for a job because of my art style. Which is fine, different artists for different things. But I'm really hoping I find something. Just a little something. Because I can't work full time, but I can do like little commissions and stuff every now and then. So keep the commissions rolling. I'm gonna actually do a commissions sheet soon. I always shade the bottom thing, and I always try to keep my shades on skin like rounded. I always have to go back and do that. Belly button. And I don't know if y'all saw in the sketch, but there's I think to go along with their story that they should have like lightning scars. Have you guys seen those? I looked up some references. I don't think I have them here. Look. Screenshot. No. Also, I did this phenomenon thing where like several lightning strikes strike in one spot. I thought that would make it um, more mystical, more magical. That one is my favorite. I don't guess I downloaded any of those. That's weird. I guess I just used them as a visual reference. But I do have them on Pinterest where you get like little lightning scars. I don't know if everyone who gets struck by lightning does, but in this situation, with how mystical it is, I feel like they should. Like, I think that's a cool idea. Clothes are like my downfall all the time. They're so annoying to like shade, and thinking about all the folds and stuff gets really overwhelming. Not to mention, I got a bit of the tism, so I typically pick out my clothes by texture. Um, so having to think about the different textures they're wearing makes me a bit uncomfortable. My clothes are usually saved by like the texture that I pick at the end. 'Cause I'll like shade this all as if it's just flat, and then I'll put textures on. Um, Whether that be from a brush or picture, whatever, doesn't matter. I have a Melanie Martinez song stuck in my head right now. Most of the songs on the new album are good, but what is up with like Moon Cycle? It's such a weird song. Like so weird that I couldn't get into it, and everyone knows that I'm weird as hell. I'm weird and I'm proud. For real though, I'd rather be weird as hell than just be someone else, you know, like be someone that I'm not. These seams on these jeans, I don't really understand, like, the crotch part. I'm really gonna have to fix it. It looks awful. If y'all have any recommendations on where you can find, like, um, what's it called? Like that copyright-free music stuff. I don't know if I should trust the Spotify um, playlists. Are they like good? Also, yeah, I'm gonna shade this better a little bit. I'm just kind of getting the basic things down at the moment. I'll kind of cover this up. I want these to pop out a little more. One of my favorites has to be Evil. I've also been listening to Nymphology a lot. Mm, her shadow goes more like this. That when the shadow wouldn't fall right there, it'd fall like over here. Kind of panic or something. Something like that. And this would be directly on it because of how she's reaching her hand. Because of her simple anatomy, I could probably just do this part here. A lot of the times when I'm drawing, I find myself singing. Not sure if I can do that on Twitch. I'm just joking. I know that it has to be like exactly once. So, yeah, mine does not sound exactly like the music at all. I tried Overwatch for PC yesterday. It's so weird. Like, having to relearn all the buttons for every character. I'm a Mercy Lucio main for the most part, but when I play damage, I'm like Widow, Ashe, that kind of thing. I'm also good at Junkrat, but like, I don't want to be one of them. Not sure if that looks right at all. What if I switch this to soft light? What would it look like? It just made it made them less harsh. And that's not what I'm going for with those. This one, I'll be fine with it being soft. Specifically in the face, kind of needs to be more dark on this side. Because of the sunbeams. Just kind of do that. Yes, I shade the hair weirdly at first, but in the end I try to fix it. I don't know if this will help anyone else, but one thing that helped me improve was kind of recognizing that there's not just one light source and one shadow to everything. Most of the time, especially like if you're trying to create like a 3D space, there's going to be multiple light sources and multiple shadows. And sometimes those conflict, but you gotta kind of think about it more complex than just like, this is the light source. I'm gonna make sure that everything on this side is light and this side is dark. Oh man, my device is going to die soon. I only have 15 minutes left anyway, so I'll just write this out. Another thing that helped me improve was focusing on textures, because you can only get so much detail in like cell shading stuff, and just lots of types of shading in general. You kind of need that texture at a certain point to just kind of get that finished look. And I know textures are intimidating, they were for me. But I'm part of the group that really thinks that if you can find a free texture in like a picture that like you can't create, or you can't really find a brush to create with, then just use the picture. You can always use multiply or darken or lighten or screen. Those are the ones that I go for. I want to get more of the indents and stuff over here. I know there's a one down here. Oopsies. I kind of wish I could delete that opacity thing. I never use it, and I always just accidentally hit it sometimes. I want to make these stars more like patches. I was thinking about adding stitch marks. I don't know. It's not in the original character design. And I already added those scars and stuff, so I don't want to like add too much to the character without the creator's, input. I'll just shape that part. I hate jeans, I hate the texture, I hate all of it. I don't know if y'all saw the pop-ups that just happened. I don't think you should have, because it's just the window, but I'm trying to get out of focus. Oh my god, how long was I disconnected? I'm not sure how long I was disconnected, but my Wi-Fi is awful. We got 15 minutes left together, and if y'all have any questions, go right ahead. I'm just doing the soft shadows, and no, I have not blended anything yet, so it all looks very weird. I typically blend it like every time when I'm done, but I'm on a roll, so why stop now? Art has you looking up the weirdest shit. Like, last night I was looking up the bottom of a shoe, like a Converse shoe, and I was looking up, like, jean crotch and things like that. Those are pretty tame compared to normal stuff, too. Especially when you're writing, even like writing a comic or a novel or anything. Um, it always says you're looking up the worst things. Like, how long did it take to one to die, like kill them or something? It's it's crazy. It's like I gotta be on some kind of list, right? But I swear it's just for my art and books and everything. See, one of mine that I'm doing right now is a sci-fi with a romance in the back, basically. There's several romances, I guess, but sci-fi war type thing. Basically Star Wars, but my version. I um, might shade these like every other one of them to kind of make them pop out more. And then my second comic that I'm gonna do is it's like a horror who did it like mystery type of thing. And it actually has characters that are like ghosts, demons, and a witch in there too. So things get like really complicated. It's not like a typical who did, I guess. An hour of streaming might be all my PC can handle. It's starting to like get a little hot. A lot better than any other PC I've ever had. So if you're watching, thank you for the donation. I feel like this part needs more of shadow. So does this. Now I have a Womb by Melanie Martinez stuck in my head. Alright, we're getting somewhere with this. Don't know if I should just do all of that or not. Yep, let's go for it. And I'll shade all of this because of the worm. Yeah, I think that looks better. Make sure I undo all of that work. I need to create another layer to do that. It's almost time to blend. And then do like the final lighting touch-ups. It won't be anywhere near to done, but I made a lot of progress, and that's fine. This week I have to finish like 2 of the comic book pages for next week, and I gotta do this prompt for pinup. And then I'm working on my zodiac prints. Let me show you my progress so far with those. I'm doing a masculine version of the sign and then a feminine version of the sign. So here's masculine Aquarius. It's just the sketch right now. The colors look a little muddy to me, but you know what? It is what it is. So there's male Aquarius, masculine Aquarius. There's feminine Aquarius. They both look a little bit off to me, but it's whatever. And here's a sneak peek to the comic of next week. We got all these. A lot of this part is going to be discussions like about their plans and stuff. So if you didn't like the Phantom Menace, you probably aren't gonna like this very much. But there's a lot more action coming. But I have to like lay out that part of the story for it to make sense in the grand scheme. So I hope people won't lose interest. And personally, to me, I did like, what happened? Oh my god, everything just went crazy. But personally, I'm a big fan of the Phantom Menace, and that kind of stuff. I read all the Star Wars novels and all that, so I like politics. And that's what this next one has to be. I also really liked a lot of the Clone Wars, and it makes me so sad to see people diss them like that. But yeah, there's a mix of all kinds of stuff in that. Romance, politics, action. And of course I'll probably have to lower some of these shadows. They're a little bit too dark, especially for this shoe right here. But it might just be my PC right now because it lowered the lighting on itself because it is about to die. I'm not sure where I put my charger either. But we got 6 minutes. And my battery says it has half an hour left. At least. Honestly, I really recommend this laptop. It's the Lenovo ThinkPad Yoga. It will bend into all the right ways you need to like use it to draw. I actually have a little easel that I put mine on, um, because the angle that it lays at is just uncomfortable for me. But that's the beauty of it. You can like move it in any way that you really need. We're getting there. We're getting there. I think I need to go back to this one. Not on that one. I know I could merge these two and make it easier myself. Typically I have 4 layers. Or 6 depending on how complex the lighting is in the image. But I always have a soft light, and an overlay for shading, and a soft light and a hard light for that, and then I have an overlay going over all of it. And then of course I have these different luminosity layers, and then I have the cohesive color going over everything, which I think I need to edit this. That's something I need to do at the end, but I did want to see it. I need to make this smaller. It's kind of blending out all the details. I feel like it's doing that and I go back a lot of the time. Alright, y'all, I think I'm going to end a couple minutes early because my computer is about to die. But this was really nice. I actually will stream again next Wednesday at 10 a.m. I'll try to do 2 hours next time. I promise. See y'all next week.